Hola, mi fellow Americanos, y bienvenidos al cierre de Schumer. That means welcome to the Schumer shutdown. We call it the Schumer siesta, right? It's the Schumer siesta. He put the government on siesta, crying Chuck. And El Hakimo Jefe Jeffries, we used to call him Dollar Store Obama, till we realized he's worth far less than $1. But they put the government on siesta to give illegal aliens your health care. We're not going to let it happen. I looked at both of them. I said, we're not going to let it happen. It's no bueno. I said, it's no bueno. They begged me. They said, but senor, por favor, please give illegal aliens the health care. I said, we're not going to do it. We're never going to do it. It's not going to happen. And they're also very upset about our big, beautiful sombreros. You look at them. These are the greatest sombreros the world has ever seen. We really have the best sombreros, and everybody wants one except Crying Chuck and El Hakimo Jefe Jeffries. They don't want one, but they're going to wear one when all is said and done. We're going to end the siesta. We're going to reopen the government, and we will not give in to the demands of Chuck and El Jefe. We're not going to do that. Thank you. God bless you. Dio lo bendiga, and God bless America. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Hola, mi fellow Americanos, y bienvenidos al cierre.
That dude is hilarious. All right. Starting off with some original music, a little comedy and entertainment. How's everybody doing? So we're gonna it's just, it's hard to believe you have this awesome precision raid, Black Hawk helicopters, everything like something out of a movie. They come and they rescue the citizens who had a building that was taken over by Tren de Aragua, right? You'd think this would be celebrated in the Chicago media, but ABC, NBC, CBS, complete prostitute media, puppets, anti-Trump ridiculousness, and the only outlet in Chicago that has anything close to actual news reporting is WGN. So as a public affairs specialist, it would be absolutely essential to make a list of all of the outlets that are actually reporting news, and instead of just being this propaganda machine, anti-Trump propaganda mill, and you put them all together and you feed only those outlets the information that you want, and you just let the other ones just die of of just unprofessional reporting. So here we go. This is CBS News. Check this out. I'll turn down this music, turn down my mic, and watch just the total anti-Trump, anti-I spin.
Good morning, Chris. Well, all is quiet here now. It was 36 hours ago that dozens of federal agents
on the windows trying to get people to know it's humans. They train in the middle of the night. This kid
p.m. Tuesday morning. Footage shows away by federal agents. We're told it was Border Patrol, the FBI, ATF, and more who joined forces to find members of the infamous Tren de Aragua gang. They were on the hunt for people accused of drug trafficking or who had outstanding weapons charges. A building resident took CBS News Chicago crews inside to show us holes in the wall that he says are a result of Tuesday's raid.
Like they had it planned out for weeks. It was like a movie. I got it on recording on my phone and everything. It was like a movie. It was really scary. They had my boyfriend locked up. Yeah,
He's a citizen?
He's a citizen. He's black. Yeah, he's a citizen.
So we asked DHS about that brief detainment of U.S. citizens. No response. We also asked DHS for a list of charges against the 37 people arrested. No response to that either. We also asked, does DHS have proof that the people that they took in were members of that Tren de Aragua gang? No response. However, we should note that DHS posted to their website that information released publicly will be limited right now due to the government shutdown. I'm Lauren Victor reporting live in the South Shore neighborhood, CBS News Chicago.
So you saw that, right? They have starts out with what's supposed to be citizen reporting, like, yeah, it's kidnapping, they're banging in the windows. Complete negative spin. Nothing, no real information there. All right, so now let's see WGN and how they approach the raid. They actually take the reporting of an independent affiliate reporter, and lead with sort of an in-depth inside interview with Gregory Bovino, which is the sort of commander of the ICE forces here in Chicago. So let's take a look.
Inside look at immigration enforcement efforts underway in Chicago now. Our partners at News Nation were given rare access into an overnight raid in South Shore.
WGN's Ben Bradley has a look at the optics and the impact of their operations in recent days.
If Sunday's stroll by Border Patrol downtown was mostly show, this raid in South Shore proved they also go. With a helicopter circling overhead, heavily armed agents stormed an apartment building. Inside, they went door to door in what Border Patrol describes as a targeted operation.
They went through that structure, which is a very large structure. You can see it's 5 stories. They went through that structure a lot quicker than I thought, and several apprehensions. It looks like we have a couple of potential targets that we briefed earlier today that we were after.
Immigration authorities have not released specific charging information against anyone taken into custody, which is why we've blurred their faces. The mission commander says their targets were members of the Venezuelan gang known as Tren de Aragua, but he acknowledges some U.S. citizens were briefly detained.
We generally don't determine alienage while we're in that building, clearing the building. It's too dangerous, so we'll bring them out and do it in a safe environment. It's safer for the United States citizens and safer for the illegal aliens, and most of all, safer for our officers. We're not violating their rights. We're making it safe for them so that they can live in a safe and secure neighborhood. And, you know, there's no rights been violated today, just the saving of lives.
The man running the show is Border Patrol Chief Greg Bovino. He conducted similar operations in Los Angeles this summer, calling them turn and burn arrests. Bovino also caused controversy, leading officers on horseback through a peaceful park.
The administration believes they were successful in Los Angeles. There were over 5,000 apprehensions in mere months, and so that's something that they want to see happening here in Chicago as well.
News Nation border correspondent Allie Bradley observed the overnight raid in Chicago. Whether it's hitting a building with overwhelming force in South Shore or parading on a sunny Sunday downtown, she says it's all meant to send a message.
When they're out there walking around town, that was a show of force in a sense of saying, we're not going anywhere. That's what Chief Bovino says, that they're going to continue to operate in Chicago. That was a move for them to show the community that they're out there, that they're not hiding in the shadows, that they are operating, and they will continue to operate freely.
News Nation reports as many as 30 arrests at that Chicago apartment building, but again, we don't have details of specific charges or the criminal backgrounds of those taken into custody. Ben Bradley, WGN.
Okay, much better, completely different approach that you saw with CBS News. They showed the building inside like it was this explosive force that just tore down walls, trying to make you give you the impression it was this violent sort of Gestapo Nazi-like takeover. And then the other WGN, you can see and hear it was very controlled. You heard Chief Greg Bovino say, "Hey, we bring everybody out for the safety of everyone. Then we see what's up." And then you saw that everyone was being handled with care, with respect. There was nobody being manhandled. And so, as a public affairs specialist, it's important to have a tactical strategy where you're just feeding the outlets that are fair and balanced. There aren't many of them, but WGN in Chicago is one. ABC, CBS, NBC, just completely useless. But then you have news outlets like Real America's Voice. Let me show you what that looks like. Real America's Voice is right here. America's Voice News, right? And so you feed internet outlets like this, who are receptive to your message. B-roll and all of the great stuff that you need to make a good presentation. I don't know why this is. My internet connection looks like it's a little bit slow. Anyways, so that's the landscape. And what's really exciting is that there is evidence that Venezuela is sort of the, there's a lot of talk about Venezuela in the show of force, and there may be a reason behind that, because it looks like Smartmatic, I believe. Smartmatic was a Venezuelan company, and that the voter fraud that some people suspect happened in the 2020 election actually goes all the way back to the Obama Obama in 2006, and that some people are saying that they have proof that the 2006 election was rigged in favor of Obama instead of Hillary, and from there, this whole rigging of elections through using these machines started to become commonplace. So it could be that Venezuela is playing a sort of key role in helping subvert elections in this country, and which makes these Venezuelan gangs that much more insidious and that much more makes that much more important to infiltrate and get these criminal organizations from Venezuela the heck out of our country. So we're going to leave with President Trump as Vanilla Ice and some original music here. So, yeah, absolutely. The music you hear is written by me. We're going to have to leverage all of our skills. Everything that we have, music, parties, fun, and we'll just start celebrating all of the awesomeness that's happening and watch the left just lose their freaking minds. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.